Welcome everyone to Phoenix International Raceway for Blaze Radio's coverage of NASCAR weekend, guys. It's coming down to dusk. It's Saturday night. The big race is tomorrow. It's the semifinal race to determine who is going to go to the championship at Homestead Miami Speedway. Kevin Harvick's clinched. Kyle Busch is clinched. Martin Truex is clinched on points. Tomorrow's race, that's it. 4 drivers will have a chance to go and win a championship at Miami. Who's going to win? Is it going to be someone to clinch, someone who's not in the playoffs, or maybe even someone who's already in?
Well, I feel like whenever Kyle Busch comes to town, he always leads a ton of laps. Joey Logano has a chance at it. He always leads a ton of laps. As for the winner of this race, I'm going to have to pick the 18 team of Kyle Busch.
I'm going to have to go with Chase Elliott, not because I think he's dreamy, but because he has gone out there and really proved himself, I think, and you know, it seems to me that he's comfortable here at Phoenix with the dogleg racetrack. So, I mean, he's my pick.
And to go with Lauren, he has run really well, especially at practice today. So he's looking good there.
My pick is going to have to be another guy kind of like Kyle Busch. When you come here, you expect him to be in there for the hunt. I got Kevin Harvick winning twice in this final round to go to Homestead Miami, and that third spot then is going to be wide open. But like we said, it's interesting. We already have 3 spots clinched due to Martin Truex Jr. clinching on points because he wins what seems like almost every single stage, or gets points in every single stage to get him up to the amount where he is now. So with that being said, someone outside the top 3 could clinch, and no one gets in on points out of Phoenix other than Martin Truex Jr., who's already clinched. Who's your championship 4 looking when we're at Homestead in 7 days?
Well, it's coming down to the wire. You have a playoff driver who has not clinched a spot in the Final Four on the pole in Ryan Blaney. However, I don't see him finishing in the top 5 this weekend. He qualified second earlier this year but finished 23rd. So my pick to move on to the next round is going to be Brad Keselowski. I don't think he gets the win, but he's on top right now. He's just under the cut line. I see Brad Keselowski winning.
For me, it's Ryan Blaney, and that's just because I think that he is one of those drivers that just kind of pulls it out of the hat when it needs to be pulled out. So I'm going to go with him, and only for that sole reason.
Well, I said that Kevin Harvick was going to win, so that locks me in with Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. still. So that last driver, to me, won't be in on a win. It's going to be points, and the guy best to do that, not only here, but just because where he is in the points right now, is also Brad Keselowski, same as Sam. So that is our 4. One final thing here at Phoenix International Raceway. It's the final race, possibly ever, at least over the next 10 years, that's going to be called PIR, or Phoenix Raceway, or Phoenix International Raceway. I know that in a prior podcast we've already talked about this, but guys, final thoughts on the name Phoenix International Raceway, or Phoenix Raceway as a lot of people call it.
Yeah, I grew up with the Phoenix International Raceway as the name. I wish it still had Phoenix in its namesake, but it's just a change I'm going to have to get used to.
Yeah, for me it's a little strange, but I think it just shows that the sport is going through a little bit of change, and we'll see what's next for that change. But, you know, like you said, Devon, it's definitely going to be a little bit sad for us Phoenix people, Arizona people. We want to keep Arizona in racing.
Well, guys, even though you can't really see it behind us, but Turn 2, you can kind of see it. It's getting pretty nice back there. The brand new grandstand's coming. Of course, in fall, they're moving the straightaway. Be sure to stick around on Blaze Sports. We're going to be bringing you a little bit of news on the construction, also what the track might just be looking like in fall of 2018. Be sure to be sticking around on Blaze Sports and also BlazeRadioOnline.com for our coverage of Sunday's CanAm 500 for Blaze Radio. For Lauren Marshall, Sam Brennan, I'm Devon Henry. Thank you for tuning in with us this weekend, and we'll see you one last time Sunday afternoon.